Hello viewers, you are watching NH. Paving way for Viksit Bharat, a state-level youth parliament was organized at Haflong Government College, where students from Karbi Anglong and Dima Hasao participated with great enthusiasm and delivered their speeches on a topic One Nation, One Election. The mentor and the judges for the program were Alias Ahmed Surya Sharma from District Administration, Rijit Nunisa from DPRO, and Subroto Batari from Dimasa Student Union. Around 150 plus participants participated from Karbi Anglong and Dima Hasao. Among these, 10 participants going to be selected and they will represent at state level, and after that if they qualify in state level they are going to represent at national level at New Delhi.
Today is 23rd of March 2025, and in our college, Haflong Government College, which was chosen as the district nodal district for this Viksit Bharat Youth Parliament 2025, and along with our district, that is Dima Hasao, we have tech institutions, tech districts like Karbi Anglong and West Karbi Anglong, and this program was initiated by Youth Affairs Ministry of India, Government of India, and in this program we have three rounds. That is, the first round is for the youths to upload videos. Those youths who should be within the age group of 18 to 25, and this videos needs to be screened, and later on they come to the district round, which is physical presentation. And the topic for the district round, that is physical presentation, was One Nation, One Election. And from these three districts, we had 145 videos that was uploaded. And today and tomorrow, we are having the physical presentation in our college seminar hall. And the 10 participants who will be selected from this round, they will be going for the state round, that is in the assembly. Then from the assembly, those who are selected, they will be going to the parliamentary round. Now, this Viksit Bharat Youth Parliament, this program, this has been organized by Ministry of Youth Affairs, and this is all throughout India. Previously, this youth parliament, it used to be celebrated in each of the institutions, but this time it has gone in a grand way. It's a national event now from this year onwards. But previously also this used to be conducted in different institutions, but not like this year. And thanks to the visions of our leaders and the ministry, that this sort of event is being organized, and as because this Viksit Bharat, keeping in mind 2047, to empower our youths, those youths who are within the age group of 18 to 25 now, they would be the future leaders of our country in 2047. Therefore, I congratulate, and I'm very happy that the Ministry of Youth Affairs, Government of India, they have envisaged this program. And yes, it is, though it was launched in a very short time, but by seeing the response in the groups of the northeastern region, and also in other parts of the country, these groups are there, where we see so much of this thing, enthusiastic participation from different organizations, and different students, youths from so many areas have participated in this program.
My colleague, Mr. Surya Sharma, all the jury members, all respected faculties, and all exciting participants, some of them who have come from neighboring districts like Karbi Anglong, West Karbi Anglong. For me also it's an exciting moment, because after a long gap, I have become a part of such a program, because I also had a history of being a teacher for quite a long period in my career. So during those days, I used to take parts in this type of programs with the students. But after getting enrolled into civil services, this opportunity was no more there. So today, after more than I think 15 years, I have got this opportunity. I'm honored. I would like to thank respected principal.
Deepest acknowledgement to respected principal of this esteemed institution, Dr. Sarbojit Thausen, and a very good morning to all the dignitaries seated on the dais, the jury members, the faculty members present here, and the students, participants who have come all the way to participate in the district level Viksit Bharat Youth Parliament 2025. Dr. Sahab already he said ki, by 2047 we expect you youths to be the torchbearer of this nation. Now, out of you, can somebody tell me what is this particular phase called, as to why the youth has been focused upon so much by our Honorable Prime Minister of the country?
वीर सिंह समुद्र कुमरों के इस मध्य भूमि दिमाग को मैं नमन करते हुए आज मैं सभी के समक्ष मैं अपना इसके विषय पे बात रखना चाहूँगा कि लोकतंत्र का महोत्सव है चुनाव, राष्ट्र की नई दिशा और दशा तय करता है चुनाव। हर मत का अपना भाव है क्योंकि सियासत के तहत कर पकड़ कर चुनाव है। राजनीति से जानकर राष्ट्र नीति बनाता है चुनाव। तो क्यों है हर सदन के चुनाव में आग्रह, क्यों ना मजबूत शासन के लिए लाया जाए नया बदलाव। जब अखंड हो भारत तो क्यों ना हो एक राष्ट्र एक चुनाव, एक देश एक ताकत एक स्वाभिमान एक भारत। वही एक लोकतंत्र क्षेत्र, एक मतदान केंद्र, एक मतदाता, एक सुरक्षा बल, एक प्रशासन। तो क्यों ना हो एक राष्ट्र एक चुनाव। पहले हमारे देश में 1952 से लेकर 1967 तक एक ही चुनाव का प्रक्रिया होती थी, लेकिन उसके बाद सिलसिला टूटा और चुनावों में विभाजन हुआ। लेकिन पुनः नीति आयोग ने चुनाव आयोग को एक राष्ट्र एक चुनाव का सुझाव दिया। चुनाव आयोग का आंकड़ों के मुताबिक एक चुनाव का खर्च लगभग 40,500 करोड़ रुपए का होता है। अगर हमारे देश में पुनः एक चुनाव होने लगे तो एक मोटी रकम की बचत के साथ साथ महत्वपूर्ण संसाधन जैसे यातायात के संसाधन एवं समय की बचत भी होंगे, क्योंकि बार बार चुनाव होने की वजह से हमारे देश में जैसे विकास में जंग लग जाता है, पॉलिसी पैरालिसिस हो जाती है और महत्वपूर्ण पॉलिसी तो बस में ही कागज में दब कर रह जाते हैं।
To present my views and vision that can transform India, one nation, one election. Respected judges, honorable guests and my fellow participants, imagine a nation where governance is seamless, policies are uninterrupted and progress never slows down. This is the promise of one nation, one election, a vision that can transform India, a Viksit Bharat. India, the world's largest democratic country, conducts election almost every year, sometimes multiple times. While this strengthens democracy, it also disrupts governance. The question is, can a nation truly progress if its government is always in election mode? Countries like Sweden, South Africa and Indonesia successfully conduct simultaneous election.
কাৰ্বি আংলঙৰ দুখন গাঁও তেৰাপুৰ আৰু বৰপুৰ, যি দুখন গাঁও এছিয়াৰ ভিতৰত আটাইতকৈ দুখীয়া দেশ বুলি কোৱা হয়, কিয়নো সেই গাঁও দুখনত যদি বজাৰ কৰিবলগীয়া হয় তেতিয়া এদিনৰ আগতে পাহাৰলৈ নামি আহিব লগা হয়। ঠিক তেনে অৱস্থাত যদি তাত নিৰ্বাচন অনুষ্ঠিত কৰিব লগা হয় তেতিয়া 72 ঘণ্টা আগতে তাত নিৰ্বাচনৰ সদস্যসকলক তালৈ পঠিওৱা হয়। তাত বিভিন্ন সমস্যাৰ সন্মুখীন হৈ তেখেতসকলে সেই নিৰ্বাচনত উপস্থিত থাকে আৰু যিটো সময়ত আমাৰ ৰাতিপুৱা 9 বজাৰ পৰা 4 বা 5 বজালৈকে নিৰ্বাচন অনুষ্ঠিত হয় ঠিক সেই সময়ত 12 বজা দুপৰীয়া 12 বজাৰ ভিতৰতে নিৰ্বাচন শেষ কৰি সেই গাঁওখনৰ মানুহৰ 12টা বজাতে নিৰ্বাচন শেষ কৰি ঘূৰি আহিব লগা হয় কিয়নো আন্ধাৰ হৈ যোৱাৰ লগে লগে সেই অঞ্চলটোৰ বিভিন্ন বনৰীয়া জীৱ-জন্তুৰ আক্ৰমণ হোৱা দেখিবলৈ পোৱা যায়।
And one election is an idea that aims at synchronizing elections across the country. At present, the elections for the State Assembly and Lok Sabha are held at different times. So, with one nation and one election, the government aims in aligning all these elections so that they could be held simultaneously once every 5 years. Now, the question arises as to why we need to change the current election system in the country. So, with the current system of election, the government of India spends a significant amount of resources in conducting these elections. As per 2019 reports, the government has invested more than 55,000 crores, which is a great economic loss for the country. Apart from money, thousands of personnel, including government employees, teachers, and security forces, are deployed during election. Conducting multiple elections within the same year pressurize them, and it acts as a burden at their workplace. So, with one nation and one election, it can reduce such deployment of personnel. It could reduce such election costs. It could lower inflation, improve educational outcomes. Also, the government would be able to focus more on development.
सबने बोल चुका है कि वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन क्या होता है, सबको भी पता चल गया, लेकिन हम आज में अगेंस्ट में बोलेगा कि वो होने से क्या फायदा नहीं है। जो अभी एक साथ इलेक्शन हो जाएगा तो इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी भी एक साथ ड्यूटी में चला जाएगा, सब भी टीचर हो जो भी हो सब एक साथ जितना भी स्टेट है, जितना भी इंडिया का स्टेट है वो सब ड्यूटी में चला जाएगा, तो अब स्टेट का काम भी थोड़ा स्लो हो जाएगा।
The change maker, the future of tomorrow, and the backbone of Viksit Bharat. Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Speaker, jury members. Today I'll be speaking in favor of motion on the topic One Nation, One Election, paving the way for Viksit Bharat. As we all know, India is the largest democracy in the world, and it conducts elections almost every year because of its multi-tiered federal structures, where elections are held separately for different levels of government, such as the Lok Sabha election, state assemblies election, the local bodies, panchayats and municipalities elections. I strongly believe that elections are the foundation of democracy, but it creates challenges because of frequent electoral cycles in our country. Challenges such as policy stagnation, excessive expenditure and disruption of governance. All these issues can be addressed by implementing the concept of one nation, one election in our electoral system.
Bharat, a land that echoes the wisdom of the ages, a magnificent place where democracy and governance has evolved with time. Our nation has witnessed various reforms and policies that has helped in shaping our country. And now, as we stand on the threshold of a new era, one nation, one election is just not a new reform or policy, but a catalyst, one that will lead us to the vision of Viksit Bharat, where governance will be seamless, growth will be uninterrupted, and every citizen would be part of the journey growth. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, respected dignitaries, judges, and my dear friends. I am Biswarongpi from Difu Government College. It is about building a framework that will lead us to the vision of Viksit Bharat. The idea of simultaneous elections in India isn't new. India has been holding simultaneous elections till the year 1967, but since then the cycle got disrupted. As a result of the disruption in the cycle, it has caused rise in many problems like increase in cost of administration, increase in cost of political campaigns, voter inconvenience, and loss for economy as well. However, these problems has been addressed by many, by the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, the Law Commission of India, and the high-level committee has been emphasizing on to hold simultaneous elections, which would help us to eliminate the costly and protracted electoral process in India.
Important topic, one nation, one election. To begin with, let us understand what one nation, one election means. In simple terms, one nation, one election means that instead of holding election at different state and level of government, all election will conduct simultaneously on the same day. But is it as simple as it sounds? To know, let's dive deeper. So, here are my first question to arise. Why does this make sense? Let's answer why. First off, cost effectiveness. Elections are very expensive. Government spend a huge amount of money to organize election every couple of months. According to the report of The Hindu 2022, the 2019 Lok Sabha alone cost over 60,000 crore. I repeat once again, 60,000 crore. It's a huge amount. So, by holding all elections together, we can save a huge amount of money, a money that could be much better spent on infrastructure, healthcare, education, and other essential services. So, just think about it. We are using taxpayer money to fund election every couple of months. So, wouldn't it be much better if we made this process more efficient? And then, considering voter fatigue, let me ask you a simple one question. How many of us are tired of constantly saying election ad, election rally, election debate, election campaign, election? It is a lot to take in.
मैं उस देश की नागरिक हूँ जिसके होठों में गंगा और हाथों में तिरंगा है। वो देश जो कभी सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, कभी वंदे मातरम, कभी पंजाब सिंह गुजरात मराठा रवि उत्कल बंगा है। मैं उस देश की नागरिक हूँ जिसके होठों में गंगा है। A very good evening to everyone. मैं आज इसके सपोर्ट में बात रखना चाहूँगी अपना पक्ष। तो जैसे कि हमारे कौशल जी ने कहा कि हम एक बार करें या बार बार करें, कैंपेन तो कैंपेन ही है। तो इसके रिप्लाई में मैं बोलना चाहूँगी कि एक बार करें या बार बार करें, पैसा तो खर्च होना ही है। तो इसीलिए एक बार से क्यों ना करें। एक बार करेंगे तो बार बार हम लोगों का पैसा भी वेस्ट नहीं होगा। जितनी बार कैंपेन होगा उतनी बार ही हम लोगों का पैसा वेस्ट होगा और साथ में समय। कहते हैं ना कि समय एक बार जाए तो बार बार नहीं आता। तो आप जानते हैं 2014 में जो लोकसभा इलेक्शन हुआ था उसके दौरान कितना मंथ्स हम लोग ने वेस्ट किया था। 7 महीने हम लोग ने उसके लिए वेस्ट किया था। जम्मू एंड कश्मीर और झारखंड में 2 महीना, हरियाणा में और महाराष्ट्र में। तो इसके कारण मुझे लगता है कि हमें एक बार ये वन नेशन वन इलेक्शन को सपोर्ट करना चाहिए।